All right, folks. We are up in the attic. We shouldn't be too mysterious to anybody. And realize that Lance Jochims of Waukesha Custom Builders did not adequately insulate the attic. So you're wondering, you see all this brown stuff? That's unfaced batt insulation. Brian, who's about 30 feet back there, is foaming connections that were never foamed. We are now placing batt insulation over these black pipes, which are ventilation pipes. They've never been adequately insulated from day one. So since Lance, it's now almost 6 months since he's done anything. What a lot of people don't understand, which you'll now understand, is that the hot and cold water runs in the ceiling. And when it gets down to minus 30 degrees in this attic, lack of insulation is going to cause those pipes to split, freeze. And since no one knows when Lance will decide to stop doing his hissy fit and finish what he's supposed to be finishing, we've taken the batt insulation. I've helped Brian. Sorry, got disconnected there. So Brian and I are covering up the pipes, these black pipes, which probably have an R value of 5, and the attic's supposed to be up in the mid 60s. And we're covering it with 10 inches of batt insulation. Yes, it's not the whole thing, I understand that, but it will certainly improve the odds of not having a frozen pipe and the house staying warmer and all that cool stuff. And that's the mission, is we just want to take good care of the building while we're waiting for Lance Jochims. Did I mention his name, Jochims? Who is doing nothing, absolutely nothing. 6 months later, all he's done is complain and whine, and why isn't he getting paid? Well, because he hasn't finished the house. And this is just another example of not enough insulation, which of course is in the contract, and I paid for it. But Lance doesn't apparently roll that way. If you pay for something, it's really his decision whether he does it or not. So, being good guys, with Brian's help, of course, I couldn't do it by myself. I could, but, oh God, I'd die up here and I'd mummify and I'd get all crispy, and people would find me in 100 years as they were modeling the house, and they go, "What's this?" I don't know. It's not my mummy, but he looks like a mummy. You know where I'm going with this. We will have more insulation up here. I have to keep the heat higher in the house in order for it to suffuse through the ceiling to keep things warm, the pipes in general. But it should be better, because I did notice underneath that big pile of brown stuff is the dehumidifier. And when you ran the dehumidifier during the summer, it got hotter than snot. Well, that's because the pipe was sitting right on top of the insulation. Right on top of the insulation. So it was sucking all the heat from the attic into the pipe and discharging it into the house. So next year should be a better year. And there's Brian being OCD, which is why we love him. He's a detail freak. Gotta love people who are detail freaks. I'm a detail freak. He's a detail freak. Maybe that's why we get along. I don't know. So here he is, the man in white. Not to be confused with Johnny Cash, the man in black. So, hey, Big B, what do you think? Do you think we ought to put a piece along here this walkway, or does it matter? Because we got a little pipe there.
We got it, why not?
All right. Well, I will get some more. Bye.